Today we celebrate the feast day of Mary Magdalene. And she's a beautiful example of God's power, of God's grace. Remember what scriptures say about Mary Magdalene? When she encountered the Lord, she was in a very rough spot. The gospel says she was possessed by 7 demons. Not by 1 demon, not by 2. She was possessed by 7 demons. And 7 is the number of perfection, right? So what it meant is that basically she was perfectly possessed by the powers of darkness. In a way, you could have said, oh, Mary Magdalene, she's a lost case. There's no way around it. She's suffering from a perfect possession. But God shows her power, His power in her, because He rescued her from darkness and He brought her from darkness to light, from the slavery of Satan to the freedom of God. And that's precisely what grace does. What is grace but the elevation of the human being from its sinful condition to the position of sons and daughters of God? What is also beautiful in Mary Magdalene, it's not only what God did for her, but what she did for God. When I think about Mary Magdalene, I think about her unconditional love. You know how sometimes when our love is not very big, we're always kind of calculating what's the minimum I have to do to be okay? You know, sometimes there can be people, or perhaps we were at some point people like, how late can I come into Mass and how fast can I leave? Without being a mortal sin, without being okay. So when love is scarce, we calculate a lot how much we have to give. Mary is in the other extreme. She doesn't calculate anymore. And you know why I say this? Because today when I was reading the gospel, I noticed Mary Magdalene is the first to arrive to the tomb and the last one to go. She was the first one to get into the tomb because for her there's no time. Jesus is everything for her. She finds the tomb. She goes running to the apostles. The apostles come. They found the empty tomb. The apostles leave. She doesn't leave. She's the first one to get there, the last one to leave. Because she has been completely won over by Jesus. There is no more calculating for her. There is no more like, how much do I have to do to be okay? She gave all of her time. The gospel says she also gave her treasure. The gospel says of Mary Magdalene, she was one of the women who accompanied and helped Jesus with her possessions. So let me finish with this question. In what way are you calculating too much what you're giving to the Lord? In what way is your love being scarce that you're saying like, what's the minimum I can give? How little can I give to be okay? Why don't we learn today from Mary Magdalene? She was so grateful after being rescued from darkness that when she came to light, there were no more calculations left. Her love was unconditional and unreserved. Where are you making too much calculations? Where are you trying to give the least possible? Let's ask Mary Magdalene that she may give us and inspire us with her unconditional and unreserved love.